LA production shows no signs of a rebound yet. We have covered pretty extensively, actually, the production in Los Angeles and California in particular that's weak. I have a lot of friends in various positions in the industry. Not one is working. None of them. Alan, give it to me. This is from Variety.
Yeah. Well, LA film and television production continued to decline in its fourth quarter in 2025, showing no immediate rebound despite the expansion of California's tax incentive program. According to Film LA, production days for film, TV, and commercials fell 12.3% from the prior quarter, extending a downturn that has persisted since 2022. Overall production volume for 2025 was roughly half that it was in 2019, and the region has not seen 2 consecutive quarters of growth since 2021. While Governor Gavin Newsom signed a major expansion of states' film and TV credits in July, the California Film Commission has since allocated $771 million in incentives to projects such as Jumanji, Heat 2, and Baywatch. The impact has yet to appear in production figures. Approved projects have up to 180 days to begin filming, which Film LA says explains the lag. Spokesman Philip Sokolowski described the latest numbers as disappointing but expected, noting that dozens of incentivized projects have not gone into production. State subsidies are making up a larger share of what activity remains, particularly in television. In the fourth quarter, 17.3% of film projects were subsidized, while a share of the state-backed television productions rose 11.1%, sharply up from last year. Among TV comedies and dramas, roughly 1/3 of shoot days were tied to subsidized projects, reflecting the state's broader incentive strategy. Despite these increases, overall production level remains sharply down. TV productions were 50% below what they were 5 years ago, and 22% this quarter compared to this quarter last year. The film production was nearly 32% below the 5-year average and about 20% down year over year. TV comedies were relatively stable compared to last year, but still far below historic norms, while TV dramas still saw steep declines both year after year against the 5-year average. Whew.
Well, no surprises here. Down by 50%. That was the thing that popped out to me. No surprise. The industry has contracted. I don't think it's coming back. Even if it does, things are not going to be made in California. California is bad for business. And if this new billionaire tax, if that passes, which I assume it will, everything passes that's in California that's not good for consumers. It's never coming back. It will never come back. It says LA production shows no signs of a rebound yet, giving you some hope. It's not coming back. Alan, your thoughts?
Yeah. I keep coming back to this, but we're taking tax dollars to spend money on state regulations. It's just Peter feeding Paul. It's just insane. Why don't you just make it cheaper to film in LA? Why don't you make it cheaper to film in California? That's the situation. That's what gets people back. And sure, you can get these subsidized dollars, but again, is that going to really cover most of the cost? And again, that's our tax dollars spending on state regulations, and it just goes back into the pockets of the politicians. But I have faith in the future governor and mayor of LA to spend money wisely.
By future governor, you mean Spencer Pratt and or whoever? Who's it? Steve Hilton is running?
Yeah, so Steve Hilton and Chad Bianco are running for governor. Spencer Pratt is running for mayor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
but none of this will change, the billionaire tax. I think that's a proposition. So the California people are voting on that one. But the reason people are moving and the reason they're not coming back is they don't trust California to change.
Right.
You know, why invest money in a sinking ship? And that's the problem. And that's why Hollywood is going to die, and that's why the rest of the country and the rest of the state will prosper, thanks to our great governor.
And here's on a last note. I mean, when will people wake up? When will people wake up? I mean, I jokingly proposed a science fiction TV show about a 90s liberal trapped in the present. Wasn't a joke. That's how many people feel. So unless things change on a leadership level, which maybe could only happen with voter ID, I don't know. It's only going to get worse.
You mean only allowing citizens to vote?
I know it sounds crazy. Only allowing legal tax-paying citizens to vote might be a way to fix California.
Yeah.